All right, welcome back everybody to Nap Family Racing. As you guys can see, we had to do a little cleanup of this area in front of the house. Got some shelves that I want to put up over there. Have the race car rolled back so it gives me more kind of workaround room. Gonna start kind of utilizing our space better. It's too cold to work on the car, but it's just warm enough for me to be out here moving around a lot to really make this space a little bit more workable. So that's pretty much going to be a lot of what this video is. I'm going to throw together the shelves, get things off of the ground and off of the desk, have them on the shelf, and it'll just hopefully be able to keep me and my brain a little bit more organized. And my hands are doing wild things right now. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for today. So if you want to stick around and watch me do that, awesome. Happy to have you here. If not, I completely understand. It's a race car channel, not a garage rehab channel. But at the end of the day, to improve my racing program, I do need to improve my workspace. So with that, probably gonna get you guys situated in a different area facing over here so that I can start getting this stuff for that shelf brought in and put together. So I'll see you over here. All right, that was a lot. Well, I guess we get to work now. Fun but true story. I took these apart earlier today to get them in the bed of the truck. And I'm like 92% sure that I know how to get them back together. So, I guess we'll find out together. Anyways, let's get to it. So, remember that like 92% that I gave myself earlier? By the way, that 9-fold KFR hoodie works way too good. I was melting. Had to get out of that thing. But anyways, remember that 92% that I gave myself? Way overshot that. This is what we got so far. And it only took me like 3 tries to get to this point. So, not that there was ever any question or that it was any type of competition between who is a better carpenter, me or Jesus. He wins. I don't even know if this is considered carpentry. But if it is, he wins. Even if it's not. He wins. Because this right here, I stink at this. I should have taken a picture of it when I was taking it apart. But I was like, it's just a couple of, ends and sides and boards. How hard can it really be? Pretty hard, I guess. But we're chugging. Chugging along. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the top shelf portion in this, and that's about where I'm gonna leave it. I'll leave it at, a little 3-tier, and then I should have enough to build a second one right next to it. So yeah, that's where we're at, and I'll take you guys along for dropping this final board in up here, because this has been a really fun experience figuring out how to make this fit without the potential of putting my window out, because that would make my wife really happy to have a piece of fake wood go right through the kitchen window. So that's usually about where I get it to, without the fear of losing a finger. And then I take my hammer and just kind of peel away at it. It's extra. More extra. This side's got to come down. There it goes. Yeah, and that's how I've been doing it. I don't know if it'll hold anything, but it's built. So, step one complete. All right, we got the second one built. I feel way better about the second one than I do the first one. It's to the point where I almost tore the first one back down and built it like I built the second one. But I tested the first one out. Got a tire rack on the bottom. Got a couple of spare rims up there. I don't know if that's how that's staying, but more so just wanted to test weight bearing abilities. So far so good. They're both still standing, which is more than I thought I'd be able to say. So we've got that done. I think what I'm going to do is on our sawhorse tables here, I'm going to take a piece of either the spare shelves that I have over there, because I didn't build them as tall as they were. So I've got some spare shelves over here. I might take those and put them on the ends right there and nail them to the sawhorse to keep things from blowing, mostly leaves, from blowing in behind that table. Because once I get back behind there with that new shelving unit that I have right there, it's almost impossible. And there's like certain cubbies that don't have backs, so when I'm blowing the leaves from behind, it's shooting the material that I have on out with the leaves. But that is probably a project for another day. I know that I said that I was going to get onto the filler panels and getting them painted, but we actually have a pretty warm week ahead of us. Fingers crossed today was like 50 degrees. Such a giant spike for us. And the fact that I'm still outside at like, I don't know, probably 7:30, 8 o'clock right now, in a t-shirt, huge improvement. My nose is only just now started running. Excuse me. So I think for the remainder of my time here, I'm just gonna find a temporary home for these pieces of wood so they're out of the way. I'm probably gonna reset up my turf. Kind of like that. Maybe. Subjects change. But yeah, the rest of the time I'm just going to be finding and filling. So, I'll probably hit pause on this, kind of get an idea of what I think is going to go on these shelves. And then we'll just time lapse through that. And then we'll head inside. But I'm going to put, look at this do. That's the my hair's been in a beanie all day look. People pay a lot of money for that type of hairstyle. All you gotta do is put your hair in a beanie all day, and that's what you get. It's a good thing I'm married, because I've had better days. All right, so let me get you guys paused up, get stuff situated, get stuff on here. Okay, so it is by no means done, but this is the setup as of now. I ended up not recording any of the me putting stuff up because it really was just a fly by the seat of your pants. And right as I was starting to try to record, we got some DA tax. I tried to put our big VP gas can underneath there and didn't have the right angle, and this being cold, not a lot of flex to it, so it just grabbed and snapped it off at the lid. So that's junk. We're gonna have to get a new one, which is fine. It's perfectly fine. It stinks, I don't like it, but it is what it is. I've got a rag over it for the time being. Super temporary. So we'll make it work. I like the direction that we're heading in. I've got all of my cleaning products on the far bottom shelf with our pressure washer. Then move over, I've got all of our fuel. Go up, I've got the blue dirty red rag bin, 2 clean red rag buckets, our shop vac, all of my lights. Those 2 rims are essentially garbage, really expensive paperweights. Those were the ones that I special ordered for the car off of this car's lug pattern, but the way that they drill their holes, 4 by 100, which is what Bassett fits on this. This lug pattern is 4 by 108, but with the way that Bassett drills theirs, 4 by 100 is what fits. So I got those, and those are arrows 4 by 100, and they're off like a 1/4 of an inch. Special order, can't return them, really expensive paperweights. Moving on, we've got our 2 new good rims that we painted right here. This doesn't feel like a permanent home because one of these rims, I believe it's this one, is bent, and so that's gonna replace one of those, and then I'm gonna put another tire on the other one, so it'll fill our tire rack down here, and we'll only have one rim that doesn't have a tire for now. I just have to figure out what size tire I want to put on it, because I am going to do some rearranging of how we have our tires kind of situated. I think that my tire geometry that I had in my head would be a great setup for a rear wheel drive car. I know you saw me dab on that sneeze. But anyways, thank you for all of you said bless you, and get some manners for the ones who didn't. Just kidding. But anyways, so this is I think I have it set up good for a rear wheel drive car, but for a front wheel drive car, I think we're off, and I think that caused a lot of our pushing problems, and it to really catch and try to drive up the hill into my counter steer. Sorry, I've been staring at this, and if I don't pick up now, I'll forget about it. So we're gonna rework the tire situation as far as what size is going where. And then I'll kind of have a better idea of what size tires I'm going to want to put on those two rims. Already went over the shop vac. Down here we're at the rims. So rims, I've got my antifreeze, power steering fluid, manual transmission fluid, our race oil, and our filters, oil filters. It'll just kind of help me keep track, seeing them as far as inventory goes. So I'll know when I'm starting to get low. It'll be right there, it'll be in my face. Again, this is all subject to change, so if I think of something better that can be right here, that's going to be more useful in a day-to-day type deal, it'll go there. But yeah, there's a bunch more, like the wall that you guys are on, it's all getting a facelift. That's my material wall, my specialty tool wall, and random house junk that doesn't have a spot shelf is over there. So that's all gonna get reworked and refigured and hopefully opened up. But this gave me a ton of room, especially on this side of the car, which is nice. I was starting to feel a little cramped because as we're growing and as the things that we're doing here are growing, my space is shrinking. And I can't really do much about my space shrinking because I can't monetarily and possibly property line wise, I can't blow the shop out any farther this way and without destroying the shop, like internal office shop where I have all of my tools that I can lock up. Without destroying that, I can't really push it back any further this way unless I just want to make this super long, push it out into the yard. But that doesn't really help with my space here. I guess it would make it so I could get more of that stuff in there. But again, financially not really an option. So I'm just trying to work with what I've got the best that I can. And this is a good first step. I do have more shelves coming. Sorry, I keep wiping my face. It feels like my nose is running, but it's not. It's just my cheeks and nose are so cold that everything's tingling right now. It's fine. It's probably not a medical emergency. But I do have more things that I want to do. I've got to stop touching my face. Once we get the garage door on, I will be pulling the siding off of this wall, and we're gonna hang that door on the wall. I'm probably gonna pull the siding off of everything in here, so it'll just be wood. That will give me much more ability to like put hanging cabinets on the wall, just more ability to get things off the ground, which is really what I'm looking for, because I need as much ground as I can get, and I can't get any more than what's been paved or what's been concreted and laid down, but I can get more wall, and more wall is almost equivalent to more floor. So that's kind of the game plan. Tomorrow I will get these measured out and cut the best that I can. I'm also probably going to paint the inside of those A-pillars because they're still blue and I think it looks bad. So we're going to paint those white. We'll paint, well, it all depends on the weather outside. If it's warm enough, like today, I think paint might have stuck as far as like touch-ups go, but laying down paint, like really trying to paint something, I think it would have came out bad with how long it was going to take to dry and how cold it was. So luckily, I don't think I had anything big that I needed to paint, but I do have quite a few spots on the hood that need touched up. Got a few spots on both fenders and one of the doors. I can't remember if it's driver or passenger side, but then I want to paint those, like I said, those A-pillars, and we've got to cut those filler pieces, paint them, get those riveted in the best we can. I mean, the list is short, but it's still long. So we're just chugging along. I'm sorry that there wasn't much of the race car in this video. Here, let's loosen that part. There we go. Now we can still say it was a race car video. I did get the hood back on. Like I said, I did get it moved back. Usually the nose of the race car would be right here. So probably moved it back a good 2.5 feet, which again isn't much, but it's a bunch because now I have so much room for activities. If you guys haven't seen it, this is the 9FO Adidas race car on the left arm. Matt Family Racing. Double K Designs hoodie. It's on our website. I believe it's 9fo.shop. So go check it out. I've got a few new things that I've designed that I need to drop that I haven't. Also, I've got my stickers. $5 for the 9FO and the KFR logo sticker. $10 and their limited supply of this design sticker and the big 94 that's on the side of our helmet. So if you guys are interested, get in contact with me. Go check out the store and like, comment, subscribe. Go check out our YouTube channel. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Just trying to grow this deal. Get some more money funneling into here through sponsorship, or if one of these social medias takes off and decide it wants to pay me, that'd be great too. We could use all the help we can get. But until then, we'll see you next time.